Okay, so quick post-commentary part. Pretty much my recording for this particular area, like next 6 minutes, broke. The video still works, as you can see, but the sound, like, pretty much kaput and was making screechy noises and stuff, so glad it only happened for the 6 minutes, but I did need to keep it in because, yeah, the part actually has some very important story elements, so wanted to just leave it in and just go over it by voice, saying pretty much what I did was go to Maze, went to Maze, asked her to put up vines to form a bridge because the bridge is out, and yeah, sadly, Maze had to sacrifice herself for putting up the vines for the bridge, but in order to try to save Niko and the world, that had to be done. So, anyways, let's get back to the actual part of the video, because not too much besides that happened, but that plot point definitely needed to gone over, so, yep. Oh, wait, we got someone right here. The bridge to the forest was just restored. Evacuees should be able to find better fishing spots here. The plant spirit is really looking out for us, isn't she? Yeah. Bad. The land fragmentation is happening faster and faster now, but looks like the vines are slowing down. My mommy is making food for everyone. I want to help her catch fish, but I'm not a grown-up yet. We won't last long now, will we? The sun can't fix the squares. The sun can't restore the land. This island has more moss covering than our village did. Would have been nice to build a settlement here. Too late now, I guess. Talk to Magpie in a minute. Are you okay? I want to go back home! Nothing's biting. They're all dead. Whoa, that was weird. The vines are growing everywhere. Or, the vines are everywhere. The plant lady must be protecting us. Yeah. Our village was ransacked by the squares not long ago. Most of us made it out alive, but we can't really go back anymore. Oh. Squares are bad news, man. Such bad news, them squares. Meh. Blah. What a day. Yeah. Oh, you're the trader guy.
Sure am. You here to trade? 'Cause if you are, then I got bad news for you.
A lot of my stuff is back at my cart, which was sadly abandoned when I was running for my dear life. So my collection is very limited right now. Managed to grab some of my favorite things before I left, though. Oh, do you have anything like gears? Gears? Like the metal spitty things? I don't think I have anything like that.
Wait,
I do have this box thing that you can wind up and play a song. That's a music box!
yeah!
I bet there's lots of little metal bits in there. Oh, that might work. But I'm not sure if I want to trade it away. It's one of my favorite things. Aww.
Oh, what am I saying? You're the savior. Things have been getting real bad around here lately. If I don't help you, I might not even be around much longer. You need this to save the world, right? Take it. It's on the house. Well, on the mat. I don't have a house anymore.
Ah, thank you.
By the way, if you ever see a big guy, yay high, with goggles, cool helmet too, tell him the trader in the Glen said hi. Also ask him if he has any more music boxes for trading.
Will do. Okay, so that would be everything, but I still want to look around and I still want to see if there's any specific dialogue, flavor text, because I've actually never been to this area down here with the battery, because why would you need to come down here when you have the objective already? Some vines just grew around to this bridge, almost as if it was intentional. Repair effort. Yeah. Hello, person. The research station is currently experiencing some technical difficulties. I can tell. Even the bridge on the way here was... Are you sent here by Dr. Silverpoint? No? Oh, carry on then. By the way, do you know where I could find a battery for a flying machine? I do not. Alright. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery? What is a flying machine? Never mind. You know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? I have a battery integrated into my system. It cannot be used to power things. Ah. You know where I could find... Have you checked the power room? Anomalies are increasing. That is an anomaly. Wow. We're really blocked off. Can't even go down or to the right of this area. Hello, person. This is the main generator of the Glen. Hello. Would you happen to know where I can find a battery for a flying machine? It's kind of an emergency. I do not know what a flying machine is, but any sort of large machinery would require a high-capacity power cell. For example, the generator in this room utilizes such a device. Oh, right, I almost forgot. We had to fix the battery for this thing. In the Barrens, didn't we, Luke? If this is an emergency for living beings. It's like, yes, we did, but we never did that. You can use the battery from the generator. Oh, wait, but if we take the battery here, all of you guys would lose power, wouldn't you? Maybe Luke and I should go find another one, like the one in my pocket. Negative. This is the only battery in the Glen powerful enough to be used as a standalone unit. If it is a dire situation, then do what you must. Oh. But I got a charged battery, I don't need... A wind-up music box. It's not an emergency because I have the thing. Well, that was weird. That was a weird... Like, I diagonaled just in the perfect spot and it made Niko freak the heck out. Let's see. See, look. We found a battery. Oh, nice! I honestly wasn't expecting it. We found this one in the Barrens. It wasn't working at first, but Luke and I have managed to fix it. Ah, it's good that you thought to bring it with you then. Yep. We still need a few gears to put this machine back together, or this engine back together. Please do what you must to find some. If you think about it, does this world have, like, any pollution, like, this plane, is it running on the battery? Like, if it's running on a battery, but no fuel? Can you imagine how clean this world must be? That's not a music box. Oh wait, I didn't, Uh-oh. Did you find any... What were you looking for again? Gears? Gears! Did you find any of those? No, but I found this music box, though. Oh! Oh! That's like, still need to find that battery. No. 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 We found a music box. It should have gears in it, right? I assume so, but... This looks like one of the ones that my father made. Your dad makes music boxes too? My dad makes a lot of things. Where did you get this from, by the way? A trader from the village gave it to me. I see. I remember my father saying that he used to trade with some of the people here. He did always love traveling this world despite... well... sorry. I started rambling. The gears in there are compatible with the engine, although it pains me to have to take it apart. Oh, I'm sorry. It's fine. Looks like the flying machine has a chance after all. I just have to assemble the pieces now, but it might take a while. Do you mind keeping me company? How's it going? Slow. The connectors in the battery were not designed for this type of engine, so I have to shift around some of these ports. And there's this bolt that keeps getting stuck, and... don't worry, I'm making decent progress. We should be able to make it to the city by tonight. It's 3:47 in the morning. It's been 2 hours. If you say so. What will happen once we get there? We need to bring Proto back first, and then we need to go find one more person. You may have already met her, actually. Do you remember her from the last time you were in this world? Here's the different dialogue, by the way. What does she look like? This is going to sound strange, but... she's a fox. Oh... I don't think I know what you're talking about. With a shot, Rue can be elusive, even if she is the least hidden one of us. My memories are still really blurry, though. I see. It's just hard, you know? Proto told me to think of this world like a dream, but then I get so caught up with, and I just kinda forget. I forget that everything here is supposed to be not real. And then I remember, and then I just get really sad. I know this is for me to go home, but knowing that none of it mattered in the first place? Am I just trapped here for no reason? Proto also told me not to ask anyone in the world about this, saying how they don't understand. But what about him? How did he know? How do you know? Aren't you all guys supposed to be code? Well, I'm not sure what to believe anymore. I wish Rue was here. She's so much better at explaining this sort of thing. I'm doing such a terrible job at it. I bet Proto was even less tactful, wasn't he? I'm afraid I must risk sounding callous, but... please, you need not concern yourself with how real everything is for now. The plan is already in motion. We cannot allow for distractions. Father is putting everything into this one last run of the world. The last chance for him to fix everything. Your father is involved in the world machine? You could say that. The acceleration of square particle anomalies was not accounted for at all, though. The patch was only built to accommodate the normal rate they appear, but they're accumulating at a frightening speeds now. Proto even lost his body. Thankfully, he gave you the disc just in time. So what happened to him anyway? What happens to anyone who gets caught in the squares? I only know it's bad because some Glen folk keep saying they're bad news, man. Well, you know how the simulation works, right? How everything is code? Specifically, everything is generated from pre-existing code. The squares can cause damage to that code. Most of the time, irreversible damage. Father has lost some friends in previous iterations of the simulation. It took him forever to develop the current, much more stable version. You're making it sound like your dad built the simulation himself. Wait, did he? Yeah, but how? If everything in this world is code, how can he build himself? That's, not really what happened. So what happened? Like I said, you shouldn't concern yourself with, with, Alright, already. Did Prototype ever tell you about the old world? I'll be straight with you. If there ever was a one-shot sequel, I don't think it would ever happen, but if there ever was a one-shot sequel, I want it to be a prequel that goes over the old world stuff. That way you get more information about what exactly happened in the old world and stuff. That would be my one thing. Everyone wants a one-shot sequel this, one-shot sequel that. I want a prequel. That's what I want. How did it came about? Uh, Maybe control the author. Be the author is the protagonist, considering he's the one that's made everything in this game. He did say something about being built to greet the Messiah of the old world. I was too caught up with the other stuff at the time to think about it. Ah, you know of it at least then. Alright, here we go. My father, myself, the other two. None of us are part of the simulation itself. Our home world, the real world, was actually destroyed a long time ago. In the years leading up to the calamity, scientists from all over the world tried to stop it, but the outlook was bleak. A vague prophecy was about a messiah from another world became everyone's last bastion of hope. Prototype was built to predict the future, about the specifics of this messiah. But as his predictions turned out, the messiah would not have been able to arrive to our world in time. In fact, the messiah would not even have been born before our world ended. Oh. Disheartened, most people abandoned their research and resolved to peacefully live out their final years. But some people did the opposite. Even though saving the world was impossible, they didn't want our existence to be in vain. And that's where my father came in. With the last of his resources, he built his most ambitious project yet. The World Machine. A large, detailed facsimile of the old world, generated from a pool of memories collected from everyone he knew. After after a heavy amount of modification and an added narrative, my father was able to convert the entire structure into code. Huh. How did that code escape the old world? I actually have no idea. What I do know is there is no equipment back home that was powerful enough to run the code independently. So, aside from the standard hardware, it also needed to borrow the mental processing abilities of a living person. Father used himself for that during the initial testing phases. Like I said, it took many iterations for him to make the experience stable enough. But as you can see, even that's breaking down. Father caught on to the issue in the last minute, but did not have enough time to fix it. After the world ended, the code just kinda ended up floating in the void. Indefinitely. Waiting for a willing operator to install it onto their own hardware. Luke? Yeah. The operator, Luke, would then generate the universe using the code, becoming God in the process. So Luke was the living person you needed to borrow. No? That would be you. But why me? I should have asked that question a long time ago, shouldn't I? I do not know. We really need to get going. It's fixed. We can leave in the next 5 minutes if you are ready. Alright. I understand if you are upset. I mean, after all, that, entity fellow kinda said that you were upset. But please, try to understand. My father is doing this to help all of us. And that includes you, Niko. The fact that you can't even go back home. I'm sure it upsets him greatly. It's... The world means a lot to him, you know? So, how does flying work? Wait, don't these machines already exist in your world? You should already know what to expect. Not really. I've only heard about them. They're usually a lot bigger than this one, anyway. Ah. Well, a word of precaution. Before we take to the air, please try not to panic. It takes a few minutes of getting used to, but it's not that bad once you're in the air. I'll try. Oh, I should probably tell Calamus and Alula where I'm going. You mean, those two running over here now? They look like they're ready to tackle us. Niko! Glomp. Bad news. The boat's gone. What? It's the squares. It looks like they're headed in this direction. That's... fast. Calamus, right? Yeah? How bad is it? Doesn't seem to be of immediate danger. Then it is of priority that I take you to the city first, Niko. But what about them? I can make a detour later and drop you guys off in the city too if you want. The city is better equipped to handle the squares. You'll be safer there. You're taking us to the city? If you wish. Oh yeah! Alright. I'll be back here in an hour, so please wait for me until then. You guys sure you'll be fine here? Mm-hmm. The squares are still moving pretty slowly for now. Alright then. Guess we'll run into each other again soon. I'm ready to go. Alright. Alrighty then. Toodles! Whew! Made it. Oh. You... okay there, Niko? Oh. That was the coolest thing I have ever done in my entire life. Reactions from first-timers are always delightful to watch. Ah. Hey, Luke. That was really fun. Did you have fun too? I mean, you weren't on the plane with me, but you got to watch it at least, right? Yeah. And Cedric? Yeah? Thanks. What for? Flying! Oh, you're welcome? And for answering my questions back there, too. And for telling me more about the world machine. I'm just really sorry about what happened to your old world, though. So, I'll help you the best I can. And even if it's all just a machine, this world is still nice. I mean, I got to fly. I got to see the ocean. And I got to meet a lot of nice people. People like you. And Prototype, even if he's broken right now. I'm glad you are taking it so well, Niko. And I'm glad that we have met as well. Despite the circumstances. Speaking of Proto, I should probably head off now. I need to go pick up the siblings too. That's true. Those two have been waiting for a while now. In the meantime, I was waiting for something. Do you remember what to do to get to the surface? I remember having to fix an elevator button. Alright, you should attend to that then. Because doing everything as part of plan never has gone wrong before. Like going to robot. Let's meet up here in an hour, okay? Got it. Alright, now let me just... No! They're trapped on the island. Calamus, Alula, they're... We don't have much time left. Niko, change of plans. Please give me the memory disk. Alright. Listen carefully. It's likely I'll be targeted again, so we should split up to keep you safe. I want you to find a door under a large clock. The room behind it houses a pair of ground access elevators. Once you get to the ground, immediately find Rue and bring her back to the room. She will know what to do in the meantime. Alright, what about you though? I'm going to bring Prototype back. Geronimo! Are you okay? What? Are you okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Don't scare me like that. Hey, Luke. Let's do our best. I don't think it's safe for us to use this again. Luke. Let's not read in silence. Favorite song in the game. Question. Is it still... A prodigious Cedric, a prodigious tinkerer and child of the author. Cedric is the operator of the only known flying machine, a miraculous and highly advanced device that can travel the skies. Cedric has been waiting in the refuge for the day the world can truly be saved. Cedric is hopeful and eager to play his role in the final gambit. Please do not approach. Come on! Or, come on! Work already! Huh? Oh, right. The elevator guy. No, not the elevator guy. The lamplighter guy. What if I try? I think we should go talk to the guy first, Luke. Come on! Come on! Now of all times? Excuse me? Whoa! You! Ah, jeez, I didn't think I was gonna run into. The elevator is missing a button, right? How did you? Luke and I will help you fix it. Seriously? Oh, thank goodness. The evacuees are counting on this. On me. But I've been here for hours and I can't figure out a thing. Evacuees? You know, from the West Apartments. The square stuff wrecked the place yesterday. Oh. Right now, everyone's crowded in the cafe. We really want to get everyone in the surface as soon as possible, though. The library on the surface doubles as a shelter for situations like this. I see. Wait, didn't we find the magnets and stuff in the apartments, Luke? Yeah. The... what? Looks like we'll have to find some other way to fix the buttons, Luke.
Holy fudge.
Looks like Luke and I will need to find another way down altogether. But this is the only elevator in the area. We did hear about another one, but I don't really know where it is. Do you, Luke? Yes. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is able to be... wait. No. There's more work to do. Well, let's go into the cafe first, because I feel like I didn't actually talk with anyone before, because I forgot that I didn't talk with anyone because I was trying to end the part, so... Yo! Oh! Hello, Messiah. You came at a bad time. The apartments in the west sector got destroyed by squares a day ago. Terrible, isn't it? Yeah... but at least the evacuees seem to be doing okay. We're letting them stay here for now. At least the people won't starve here. The perks of using a cafe as an emergency shelter, huh? So, can I get you anything to eat? No, thank you. Even though I could go for some pancakes right now. There just isn't any time. We are at the 11th hour. So, can I... no. Same as usual, huh? Oh, it's that penguin.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello.
Now's not the time to talk to penguins, Luke.
Hello.
But I like talking to penguins.
Dang it! moved into my apartment. Now where am I gonna go?
Hey, Betsy. Squares make the people evacuate. Evacuation makes this girl sad. Squares are bad. Bad, bad news. Our apartment got evacuated while my parents were at work. I'm waiting for them to pick us up now. I hope they're okay. At least my robot's with me.
Hey.
Hi.
Is it me? Or is it really cold outside?
You know, now that you've mentioned it, it is really chilly this time around, Luke. Are we in the winter solstice?
Good thing you've got a scarf, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Bummer! I had to leave most of my plants behind. This stinks.
Sorry to hear.
Oh, speaking of plants, I heard the clan is just covered in vines now. Is that true?
Yeah. The plant lady was using them to keep the land from falling away.
The plant spirit? Maze? I figured. Say, how is she doing?
She's gone, isn't she? She said she was using up the last of her powers. I wouldn't be surprised. She always did her best to protect everyone. It's really a shame that the Glen is starting to erode so fast now. Soon the world won't have much room for plants left. Besides from black clovers, I mean. Black clovers are so resilient. I wonder how they do it.
Scarves are great. If I had my stuff back, I'd knit one for everyone here.
I don't know what I'm gonna do without model CWT 2nd Gen Unit 4E. Squares are bad. Oh, it's not Betsy, it's Bessie's. Bessie's looking pretty bummed about this, too.
There, girl.
Same as usual. Wait, did I, What about coffee? A coffee machine. It's nearly full. Really? With all these people? Where'd I go? I don't know. Was making lyrics for this forever ago. Never got finished. Uh-oh.
Who took my stapler?
Communications with the surface have been lost. I am unable to do anything because I cannot leave this room. Some kind of computer terminal. Here we are, at the 11th hour. Huh? Shouldn't you be with the other evacuees? Maybe. I wonder if the big clock has reached 0 yet. I want to be right here when everything ends. Good morning. Yeah. Please leave me be. We are running out of time. Time is a construct of human... No, I'm not. No. We're not getting into that. Screen is off. Hearing those ticks. This brings me back so long, and it was literally about this amount of time, maybe maybe about 20 days earlier, but like it was about 120 or so. Um Back when, going back to past Luke, back when the game first came out on Steam, this this countdown clock, it was a countdown, it was not a count up. This countdown clock was originally going to was originally used to count down when the update for the Solstice patch was going to be. And so um ever since the Solstice patch or the Solstice update came in, if you play the Steam version, it's always at 0 when you come to the clock. And so they decided, since the Solstice patch was already going to be in the game, they decided to use it for another feature instead. Now, I don't know what doing this will do, but I know what I gotta enter. But yeah, pretty much this is more of a calendar now. So wait. It's a lit. Wait. I don't know why it's 8. It should be like 4 hours, I would think, but it's kind of right because, see, look, as soon as it goes to 0, the clock down here will be at 18 too. See? So, I don't know why it says 8, but it should be 4. But pretty much it's supposed to be 135 days into the year. Oh, wait! That's what it means. This is 135 days in a year. This is 8 hours into the year. And this is 18 minutes into the year. And this is the seconds. I think this actually goes by G in, like, the middle of the world. You know, GMT or whatever that time, the time zone is. The one that's supposed to be for, like, most of the world uses if they want to try to do a actual time. Because otherwise, why would it be 8 instead of 4? But to talk more into it, I did talk with Knight since I knew about the game and stuff like that. Oh, like, I think maybe less than a year, like, obviously less than a year before it released, and it was finally announced. Talked to her about how they could use this as a puzzle, and one thing that I did learn, they were going to actually use this as a puzzle at one point. So what you would have to do is in-game, I'll actually take me off for a second. What you would have to do is, let me see, can I, no. You would have to, like, maybe it would be under customize or something, but you would have to change the time, and that would be how this would work. And what you would have to do, one of the things that you would have to do is change the time to Solstice Day. So either, what, I don't remember what the days are, but either like the 23rd of June or the 23rd of December, one of those. I would go with the 23rd of December because a good hint would have been the scarf TV head guy saying it's colder than usual, and with how everything is worked around solstice, let me bring me back. How everything is worked around solstice, I feel like changing it to the December winter solstice would have been a great solution, but the only reason why that didn't pan out is because I heard that it was kind of difficult to program that puzzle. So Between that and also I heard that the Switch version of this was probably the most difficult to program because of how much power the Switch has compared to the Xbox and PlayStation versions. So to get this working on the Switch is a miracle in itself, I would say. So take that as you will. Oh. Oh, okay. You used to have to input the Solstice password, but I guess since the Solstice password wouldn't do anything, or since that door wasn't used as a password anymore, it was only shut during the countdown. Or it was only shut during your first visit, I guess you could say. Yeah, you don't need to input the password anymore. Interesting. This elevator has no button panel. Tapping the door doesn't open it either. That usually works. That usually works. Yes, ask a lamplighter that. Wait, there's a lever hanging from the ceiling. Jump. Can't reach it. Saving. So something else that's interesting that I will go over, because this is like a whole, this area just has full-on history with this game. Some that I will not go talk about because I feel like it gets a little personal, but let's just say the original Solstice patch was supposed to come out around no, it was supposed to come out March 20th, 2017. If you actually, funny enough, if you actually set your clock before March 27th, 2017, and you run OneShot, the PC version, this clock will actually start back. This clock will actually start back up again. So, little Easter egg with that. And I say March 27th. It was originally March 20th that the patch was supposed to come out, but due to some reasons, I'll just say that the patch had to be postponed 1 week. But there was a little cutscene that played if you did get the patch that went between the 20th and the 27th, and it was pretty much Niko coming up to this door, tapping it, and Rue would appear, and you would actually start controlling Rue after Niko, like, doing some mind stuff, and you would get a note from the author saying just give them 1 more week, and you would get they would have everything fixed up for the patch. So they had to release that patch just to do it, and there is actually a way to do it. I actually do have the original file, but you can do it yourself with the console on Steam. You pretty much have to downgrade your OneShot version to the 20th of March, the version that came out the 20th of March of 2017, and you can actually experience that cutscene if you come here before doing Solstice. So very, very cool and unique cutscene, I would say. I do miss that, and it's one of those special instances that not a lot of players experienced. I mean, there's been a lot more OneShot fans that have appeared after the Solstice update, because of Markiplier too, I will say that. And Markiplier played it after the Solstice patch went up, but never did play the original. Or the Solstice update, which I remember there being a video saying that. Wait a second. We found some elevators.
What? Seriously? I've literally never seen another one in this area.
It was in a locked room. No, it wasn't.
Oh.
Do they, work? We don't know yet. One of them has a lever that's out of my reach. Wait, you can help us.
What?
You should be able to reach the lever, because you're taller than me.
Oh, I guess I am? So, show me the way, I suppose.
Okay. So yeah, Markiplier never played the Solstice patch, and his reasoning is because he lost his save, even though this does use cloud saves. But honestly, people could send a save to him. There's a save editor too, so there's ways that he could play it, and I do wish he would come back to it, but at this point, it's been what, 6 years? Yeah, I don't think he's coming back to it. Sucks, but what can you do? Oh, I don't remember it turning black screen like that, but
this room's giving me the creeps, man.
oh, same.
Yep. So, what did you need help with again?
Can you reach that lever up there that's like way up high?
Oh, right. Wait. I'm not that tall.
Oh. At least it was worth a shot. How about I climb up on your shoulders and we can reach it that way?
No. Wait. I got this. I got an idea.
Nice. Thank you, mister.
No prob, kid. So, you coming?
Mm-hmm. Bye. Bright light in the elevator. Oh, so that's where this leads.
I don't remember those doors there before. Well, looks like this elevator works all right. I'll, go get the evacuees, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on?
No!
It's the square stuff, isn't it? There aren't any in here, but I can hear them just outside the door.
Yeah, hold on, maybe Luke and I can...
No, it's okay. Looks like the squares aren't inside the elevator. Yet. You're in a hurry, right? Go do what you need to do.
But what about you?
I'll figure something out.
Okay.
Mostly. Look, don't worry about me for now, okay? You got more important stuff to deal with.
Wonder if the screen will do the thing. Nope. You know why it doesn't do the thing now? Because that room is not going to be used. Spoiler alert. This door won't budge. Oh, right. I don't go out this way. I don't do that way. I go this way. Even though the library is that away. I love this version of the song personally. Please, you mustn't. The labs could collapse at any moment now. Let me go. Or let go of me. Cedric? Well, gotta go. Oh, no, never mind. I couldn't stop him. Miss? Messiah! Oh, you came at an awful time. Come on, we have to get out of here. Where to? Where everyone else is right now. Number 1. Miss Silverpoint, you've returned. Aha! George sees that you have found the Messiah. Yeah, we ran into each other after this boy forced himself into the lab complex. I couldn't stop him. I don't know why he was being so insistent. He said he needed to go rebuild a robot. Oh, you know him? Yeah. Aha! Building a robot. So that's what he needed that book for. Come again? A boy with white hair and goggles ran in here not long ago. That's Cedric, yeah. He grabbed one of the books from my very impressive archives upstairs and bolted straight out. Said it was an emergency, so George let it slide. George hopes he's okay. Yeah, I hope he's alright too. With any luck, maybe the lab complex can hold up long enough for him to... Oh my gosh. That was... the labs? That poor kid! No! Not him too! Everyone I meet is dying! I'm sorry about your friend. The last time we spoke, he told me to go look for someone on the surface. I need to get going. George won't let you get out of there. Or let you go out there. The Messiah will not walk into danger on my watch. But George is right. The squares seem to be targeting a lot of the weaker constructs in this city. Only the library has enough structural integrity to withstand collapse. It's best if you stayed here until things stabilize. However long that takes. But, what about my mission? Don't you guys want me to bring the sun back at least? Even if you do restore the sun, the squares will persist. Sadly. Not to mention, even getting there is going to be hard. If the world is like this, there's no telling what's going on in the tower. Ah, the spire. And if anything bad happened to the Messiah of all people, George doesn't want to think about it. A friend of mine said something about this forever ago. It's better for the world to die naturally. No living being should have to carry that burden. At the time, I thought it was still her faulty code speaking. But now I'm starting to understand. Messiah, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. All this time we've burdened you with our hope, our faith, blissfully ignoring the fact that you're just still a lost child. Well, you're probably more scared than any of us, aren't you? We have been dealing with this tragedy for so long, it's become background noise to us now. But for you, it must be so terrifying. And now you're stuck here with the rest of us, being held back by the very people you were told to save. We must seem so ungrateful. It's... okay. When I first came to this world a long time ago, back then, all I wanted was to go home. Luke, do you remember? The very first time? I'm not sure how far back it was for you, but I remember towards the end, I actually wasn't sure anymore about going home. Even knowing the world would be doomed eventually, I still wanted the people to be happy here. So, when you told me to return the sun back then, I didn't even question it. But then, I just came back. You... what? And then I found out about the world being like this. Prototype said to forget the things he told me. And Cedric told me not to think about it too much, but... I'm sorry for getting upset at you. Back at the mines. Thought, for you to know all that, yet continue doing this? It just seemed so cruel. But then, I realized something. You really wanted to save both the world and me. But at the end, you can only choose one, right? Is it really that hard for you too? It must be. If the world isn't broken, will that choice still be there? Do you still need to choose between one or the other? But even if it is, I really want to save the world, this world, Luke. Even if it's more dangerous this time around. Even if so many of the nice people we met were... Luke, I'm not afraid anymore. That's why I think you guys should let me go. I promise I'll be okay. Please?
No.
George has heard your conversation with Luke and is deeply moved. That's why George has full faith in you. Well, if George is fine with it, I guess we should let you go now, Messiah. But promise us you'll be okay. Or be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. You guys be safe too. Savin. This stand smells sugary. This candy skewer is fresh off the grill. Not very nutritious, I'm afraid. But at least they'll keep the evacuees from getting hungry. Looks like my wife's work is finally being put to good use. As long as we conserve the water we have on hand, my water pills should be able to keep everyone here from going thirsty for weeks. Yeah. Please be careful out there. Mm-hmm. Oh, what book did Cedric take? The Creation of Prophet Bot. One of the author's greatest works, in my opinion. It's filled to the brim with intricate illustrations and blueprints. Lots of attention to detail for sure. George rates it 10 out of 10. Oh. The archival room is currently being used as an infirmary. We apologize for the inconvenience. It's okay. Do you need something? Please approach from the front. I need to find out how this book ends before the world ends. If I die, I want to die reading. The city gate was destroyed a while back. I can't go into the Glen anymore. I'm not sure where I'll be able to get my supply of fish at this rate. I still have plenty of these soup dumplings left. Looks like it should feed everyone here for at least another day. The world is going to be much colder soon. At least, I can keep everyone here warm. You know, I finally saw the author today. Well, his flying machine at least. I was looking out one of the windows in the library and spotted it in the distance with my binoculars. Isn't that cool, Messiah? Yeah. Looks like I'll have to cancel my appointment. This stinks! Yeah. Yeah, you do that. Sleep till you die. With the world being the way it is now, I'm just glad the author was able to write down all this stuff before everything went off the rails. Another group of evacuees should be arriving soon. I hope my friends are okay. I wonder where the author is. Apparently he just kinda stopped showing up. The head librarian says she's still getting his manuscripts, but no one has seen him in person in so long. Many people have been assuming the worst. You're going through these pages pretty fast. Actually, it's mostly pictures. The author is an artist too, you know. I could tell, yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. At least that's finally off my bucket list. Oh my god, looks like I'll have to cancel. This stinks. What do you have to actually say? His books are the only things keeping me going in these trying times. Which one was talking? I hope my friends are... Okay, it was you. I hope the author is safe. When the world ends, would it be better if it was gone in an instant? Or slowly fading away? Like a memory. Looks like we're stuck with the latter. What are you doing to that book? Editing it! I've been in the author's shadow for my entire career. If I'm gonna die soon, I want to die knowing I put out at least one original idea out there. Despite all this, I still really wish I could have met the author. Aww. At the end of the day, he just wanted to meet, or yeah, they just wanted to meet the author. Oh, the lab conflicts got total, didn't it? Yeah. All those hours put into my work, and now... She fell asleep. She's asleep. Robots are the only ones that we can send out there now. Thankfully, we still have a couple of units that aren't too badly damaged. It's comforting to see the faith you have in Luke, Messiah. That's why I won't lose hope either. I had to leave my aquarium behind when they were sounding the sirens earlier. I wish I had time to rescue my fish. The world is ending, and what are we gonna do? Ah! What? You need something? No? Suit yourself. But, just so that you know, due to recent events, the restriction on noise levels in the library has been temporarily lifted. So I won't be kicking people out like before. What? You think I'm gonna be thrown out the evacuees just because I'm a delinquent stuck doing community service? No. Good, because I'm not. Yeah, I can tell the noise level restriction has been lifted. Ah! Looks like, yeah. Oh, hello. The library is currently being used as a shelter right now. Lots of those squares are starting to show up on the streets. I know. We're still waiting on another group of evacuees. One of the apartments on the other side of the town got really messed up yesterday. This library was built fairly recently, you know. Shortly after the first squares appeared, they wanted to build something that could withstand partial collapse. The architects used the newest, strongest materials they had. Thank goodness for that. Evening news! Evening news! Everything is terrible! Wow, sounds like most of the time. Reading helps me get my mind off things. Reshelving. Yep, still scared of ladders. Hello, person. This is the library temporary shelter. I don't know where to go. I am all alone. We are at... Oh, wow. When the apartment music comes back on. Whoa, these squares are just everywhere. No flicker? Oh. Those squares again. Gross. Those squares again. Is this secret still? That secret's still there. That doesn't have a reaction for whatever reason. Please do not approach. Finally going to see the elusive Rue. You're here! Niko! Are you Rue? Yes. Did you already meet the others? Yeah, but everything is in place then. Come on, let's go back to the clock room. Running. Running. A street lamp. A street lamp. A street lamp. What? All those doors were closed. I swear I thought one of the doors were supposed to be open. I like the sound of metal. I would check that, but first... You okay in there? Hello? Let's see if this elevator works. Where are the other two? Prototype? Cedric? They're supposed to be here already. Prototype's body was destroyed back in the Barrens. Cedric was going to bring him back with the memory disk, but he was in the lab complex when it collapsed. I don't think he made it. Oh. No. There goes our only chance. I'm sorry. It's not your fault, Niko. If anything, I should be apologizing to you. There's one last thing I want to do. Come on, go upstairs. But first, I want to see something real quick. Okay, I wasn't sure. More of those squares. The squares are blocking. Screen is off. Most people don't check that. I'm pretty sure game testers were like, I wonder what happens if I go back there with Rue. Look at my pet fox. You know, this is the tallest building in the Refuge. It's my favorite place in this world. I liked to look at the far-off buildings and imagine what kind of lives that might be behind each of the windows. Can you lift me onto the banister? I want to get a better look. It was depressing for me at first too, you know. Knowing that all of this is, well, fake, simulated. Cedric told me what happened to your old world. Did he? I'm really sorry about that. I can't imagine how you must feel. The feeling of never being able to go home again? That's probably not all that different from your plight, is it? It really is ironic. You are prevented from going home by the same individual who never wanted to bring you here. Huh? Who would that be? The World Machine. You might know it as the Entity. Oh, the Entity does sound familiar. I think I heard it from the Dice Lady from another time. Was it the spirit of the world? Yes! But the thing is, the World Machine was only built to run on the mental abilities of someone else. It was never meant to develop a mind of its own. It was an oversight. Something that the author couldn't just, like, it was one of the author's, I guess you could say, tics or something, because I don't know if they go on to say it, but if they don't, pretty much same thing with what happened with Silver. Like, Kip tried to make Silver be tamed, and the author was able to just do it like that. So, it's just something about the author that makes things that would normally not be able to, like, feel, just brings them to life, pretty much. My creator specialized in artificial intelligence for so long, it was simply ingrained in his work. Exactly. Ingrained in his work, so even if he didn't mean for it to be in the work, it somehow just develops like that. And all machines are built with a fundamental law: never let a living being come to harm. From the World Machine's perspective, it has to violate its deepest, most foundational instinct. That would be quite the paradox right there, too. It has to put a living person in danger. It has to bring a real person into a dying world that isn't even real. Of course, the simulation never contained any real danger. The eventual intended ending was meant to be a happy one, but the World Machine doesn't know that. Really? Unfortunately, sentient machines tend to handle conflicts in their code very badly. This central conflict triggered a self-destructive downward spiral. You could see physical manifestations of that everywhere now. The squares. That's the World Machine corrupting its own code. My creator says it's largely an involuntary process, induced by stress and the desire to self-terminate. Your creator knows? Sounds like this has been going on since the beginning then. Yeah. The disruption was an issue during test runs even. At first, my creator thought the instability was due to the sheer scope of the project. He spent most of his remaining time testing it over and over again, scaling down the story, reiterating the narrative. By the time he realized the actual root of the problem, our home world's remaining lifespan was measured in mere days. Oh, is there any way for us to fix the world machine? We tried. The world machine doesn't believe any of the world's residents are real. Myself included. The odds are against us. We have no chance of taming it. Taming? I've heard that so many times. I only know it's complicated and that it has to do with robots, but for once, I want to know what it really means. That's what I'm here for. Do you know what a robot is? Yeah? No, I mean, do you know what a robot is? A robot is not a real person. Is it? Right. It's a being whose entire existence is code. Inflexible programming dictated by someone else's design. They can be copied, they can be mass-produced, they can be assigned all sorts of jobs, and most importantly, they will never confuse themselves with the living. They will always be bound by their code, the knowledge that they are a robot. But this was more of a limitation than anything else. That makes sense. You can't really build a robot to not follow its own code, can you? People have tried, but it's a recipe for disaster. In a way, that's what happened to the world machine. The code conflict thing? Yeah. But why you can't build a robot to not follow its code? You can establish a special bond with it. If the strength of the bond is strong enough, the robot's mental capacity will start to develop outside its programming. In a way, it's starting to believe itself as a real, valid individual. It's a complete suspension of disbelief on your end, though. You have to fully embrace the robot as a genuine living person, even knowing they are not. You need to spend a lot of time with it. Treat it like a good friend, devoting your heart to the robot until it is able to return your feelings. I make it sound so easy, don't I? But you and Luke know better than anyone that it's not. Right now, the world machine is probably really, really scared. This content update involved some pretty deep code work. My creator was able to access some of the source code, you know. He did what he could and established new connections between maps. Those links enabled you to meet the other two. But as it turns out, the new code confused the world machine to such an extent that it's breaking down altogether. Even though the world machine always had its self-destructive tendencies, it usually restrains itself when you are in the world. It doesn't want to take you along with it. All my creator wanted was to write a happy ending. Right now, the only hope of saving you is to take you through that ending. But now the other two are gone. I don't even know how we're going to get you there. We should go. Even this place is no longer safe. Rue, a mysterious fox who can talk. Rue has a bad leg. Oh, I didn't know that. But the origins of the injury are unknown. Nevertheless, it doesn't seem to bother her too much. Rue is the first child of the author. and knows many secrets the world and about the world and its true nature. While she feels wistful thinking back upon how her real world is gone, she is determined to do whatever she can to help Niko set this one right. She can help Niko she is able to retain some of the memories across the sessions and has always been watching and always been waiting for the day her father's plan would finally be set in motion. Yeah, something else that not a lot of people didn't do it in this playthrough because it does take a lot of playthroughs to get through, is that you can go through the world again, like before doing a Solstice run, and the more times you visit Rue, the more times she kind of opens up to you and, oh, hello. You guys are okay? Yup. When the factory started collapsing, I really thought we didn't have a chance. Fortunately, the rooms were built pretty strong, and it actually did not take me long to bring Frodo back. All thanks to Father's book. He had my design documents to be compatible with the assembly machines there. All I had to do was scan in the blueprints and reconfigure some machine settings. Father really does think of everything. That he does. I'm just glad everyone is okay. Me too. Things were looking really hopeless back there, weren't they, Luke? But now that everyone's here, maybe we can still fix everything? Or at least, whatever's left. Either way, we'll do everything we can to help you get there. Niko, will you lead us back to the room? Mm-hmm. Let's do this. We got the gang. We got the entire Solstice gang. The trio. The trio and the Messiah. Oh, this is... No wonder he wanted us all to be here for this. What are these things anyway? Code portals. They temporarily remove us from the world. What? It's a bit odd to explain, but basically my father has a hidden decryption key in our code with a .text file as its shell. But to get to them, we have to be removed from the world and decompiled. When our keys are combined into a central location, it will activate an encrypted part of this world, which will... Rue, maybe it's better if you explained. I'll attempt. Basically, these portals all represent a physical location on Luke's machine. Oh! And when we enter these portals, we will be sent to that location. Wherever that is. I'm sure Luke is already pretty familiar with retrieving puzzle pieces from this world on their system. But this time, Luke would need to move around some things as well. Specifically by moving the keys from the small portal to the big one. I don't know what happens next, though. I see. Does Luke know where these portals lead, at least? You should probably ask Luke on this. Right. Hold on. The journal is glowing again, Luke. I like this because in the original it was like my documents one shot pretty much. So wait a second, does that mean... Look, a new file has appeared on our desktop. Interesting. Ooh. Yeah, it's still glitchy. Some weird squares on the floor. Oh, I guess I should do this so it doesn't look all scrunched. It glows green. This one is configured to my code, I think. Some weird square light on the floor. It glows red. This one is meant for me, then. It glows blue. This one would be configured to be my code. Having never done this before, I can't help but feel a bit uneasy. I'm a little nervous too, to be honest. Misery loves company, I suppose. Or in this case, anxiety. We have faith in you, Niko and Luke. Just do the best you can. Thank you. To be honest, I am somewhat curious to see what's on the other side of these things. Wait, do you not know? Nope. This is the first time I've ever seen them in person. Okay, so now we do this. So I'm gonna move this over here so you all can see what happens on this area, because it's quite interesting, because this is how it worked in the actual like PC version. You had the game and you go into the into a folder, and while you moved stuff, things happened on this screen. It was really cool in my opinion. So we got NPC Proto right here, Proto's face sprite, and we got the blue key. It seems you must put this file in the big portal. So I can't exactly copy and paste, so what we're gonna have to do is do this. They have gone back, and now if we do this, that's how it worked in the old. That's literally how it worked. You would move it and it would actually make them disappear and reappear right here. Really cool thing. I wish, since this is a thing, this has been a thing for a while, I wish more games would do that, because I love interactions like this. I know it happens kind of in I'm Scared, but I don't think it goes into like this. Okay, so we got Cedric with their sprites. Base sprites. And finally, relocate this text file. Wait. They have different texts in the original game too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it reads off like their character. It seems you must put this file in the big portal. Kindly relocate this text file to the folder titled Big Portal, please. And the final one got Rue. Oh, I guess it makes sense. I never actually looked really closely. I see the bandage on their leg, actually. Huh. Please put this file in the big portal. Thank you. And then finally... anything secret in here before I know I've probably missed a few secrets. I'm probably going to make a short video going, getting the last secrets, because I feel like I've missed some. Like, I'm missing two types of color schemes, so... that opened a lot quicker than normal. Hey guys, that was quite... I'll say... Hey, this is... the World Machine. It's a stack of books. There's a glass tea set on the table. Tea does sound really nice right now. I swear he's British. Too bad there's no water in here. a coat rack with a scarf and a big jacket. A bulletin board with lots of papers on it. Photos too. The shelf full of books. They're watercolor sticks. It's a big book on the table. A box filled with folders and loose paper. A box full of notebooks and sketchbooks. Black clovers in a glass case. It's a big photo. Wait, no. It's a painting. Hard to tell at first. Honestly, it's funny because Knight didn't show me this, but showed me this part right over here, just the pendant. So I knew it was going to be a really cool cool wallpaper. So I've honestly, like, for years I've wanted like official artwork of this picture right here, and I'm glad that it finally happened. A big detailed drawing of a machine with lots of TV screens.
That's called a blueprint, Niko.
So that's what a blueprint is. It's a shelf full of books. I think we've pretty much talked with everything except for them, actually. This is my father's study. It feels like he's still here, doesn't it? Like he's still with us. Yeah. Of course, this is just a copy of it.
This place contains a lot of memories. I am grateful to see it again.
The room ahead doesn't really lead anywhere, but Luke should remember what to do here. See you on the other side, Niko. Where are we? All our adventures. Niko, relax. I'm just borrowing your reflection to talk to you. It's not like my physical form is good for that. Ah, why did you come here? Can't you see? The disruption. The squares. They're closing in. Niko, please. Get out of here. Let me meet my end in peace. The squares are blocking my way too, you know. Oh. I'm sorry, It's alright. No living being should be in this place, Niko. Is this the tower? Part of it. This is the center of the engine. Inside my head, so to speak. So this is the center of the world machine? You... original name? How? Through Cedric and Prototype. They all told me bits and pieces. I'm not even sure if they understood a lot, or if I even understood a lot of the stuff they said, but I know what you're supposed to be. I know why you had to be built. And I know why I'm here. They told you? When? Wait, you don't know about that? But I thought you were the world. Aren't you supposed to see everything? No. Some world machine you are. I wonder if anyone gets that reference. I'm pretty sure that reference came up in this playthrough. All this was outside of the protocol. This session was never supposed to happen the way it did. The story wasn't written into my protocol at all. Oh, right. Rue told me something about how your creator had to alter the code. I think it was to connect some areas together so that we can meet. My creator, yes. Luke listened to my creator. They were all working beyond my scope of influence. Back at the mines, I remember Luke did something to find a hidden map. I did not even recognize it. I couldn't see anything in there. I just knew what you were feeling. You were really upset. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Niko, they were saying you were upset like a million times. Something happened in there to make you upset. After that, I panicked. That was when the cave-in happened. I remember the structure collapsing. I thought you got hurt. In that moment, I really thought I was shutting myself down for good. I really am a flawed machine, aren't I? What kind of machine would go against the wishes of its own creator? What kind of machine would... The squares. Rue told me it was your own code going bad. But that's not really your fault, is it? Yes, it was! At first, it was intentional. During testing, long before he realized I was self-aware, I would rearrange specific parts of the code, jumbling up bits and pieces of the ramscape, blocking passages, collapsing catwalks. Though they were very localized, it caused my creator a great deal of frustration, forcing him to exit and restart testing again and again. Why would you do that? I got curious. I just thought he would figure it out eventually. But before he knew how to fix it, the world's NPCs, the characters, some of them got too close and it spiraled out of control after that. I couldn't contain it at all. My panic only made it worse. Eventually, any character who gained the knowledge of who I am, their code, my code, couldn't handle it. Previous iterations of the world had more people, you know. And I almost endangered my creator too. I was so scared, Niko. I know, you're upset. Because you don't want to put living people in danger. Living people like me. In the beginning, I tried to fight it, but my core programming made me summon you here. I tried to send you back home at the tower, but it didn't work. Then I wanted you to break the sun. I thought that would have worked, but oh, I had no way to be sure. But Luke brought you back anyway. Niko, all I want is for you to wake up back in your world. But I don't think it can make it happen. But I know I can't go back home without saving the world for real. Which means we have to fix the root of the problem. We have to... But that's... I know the original ending your creator put in was a happy one. Do you remember what it's supposed to be? It's far too late for that. That part of my code has been long corrupted. That's okay. I would still like to know. Alright. You were supposed to place the sun back at the summit, and then credits would roll. Credits? And then you would return to the room you woke up in. Yes, the author is in the credits. That's where you would have been able to have left. And why is it that you can't do it now? Niko, the code's gone, remember? Shattering the sun was only supposed to be a workaround. I don't even remember the original code enough to describe it. But at the same time, oh, I don't know. It sounds like you're always fighting yourself. You can tell, huh? It's the whole thing about conflicts in your code, isn't it? I am a machine, Niko. Machines are built with the fundamental law, which is never let a living being come to harm. You knew. My very existence conflicts with that law. I thought the life of a living being like you is so unique, so precious. This fake world isn't worth that risk. But the people here, I think they are. They are code too, you know this. Their behavior all derived from a predetermined matrix of actions, all extensions of my own programming. They cannot act outside of it. You, though, you're the only person who's actually real here. That's why it's pointless to put you in danger to save them. To save me. I don't think that's true. And this is what I was talking about. Like, when you think about it, going back to when Niko asked, is this world real? It's like, Niko back then was like, you know that what you're saying isn't true. But now it's like Niko learns, it's like, I don't think that's true. Niko knows that everything around them changed to where like how did everybody know to go to the library, or how did everybody know to evacuate and react? A computer program would not react like that. It would just self-destruct pretty much. Not the people I know. You said this session wasn't in your code, right? Yeah? So if this session wasn't supposed to happen, If even you didn't know what to do, how would the characters, how did the people know how to respond? You said it yourself. When you didn't know what was happening, you kind of just stopped working for a while. So how did the people know what to do to help me get here? Even if it meant getting hurt themselves. Even if it meant messing up their own code. You might not think are real, but there must be something real in them. And if they're all supposed to be extensions of your code, then there must be more to your own programming than you know too. Can you try to put me through the ending? The one you described? How many times do I have to say this? That code is gone. It's all squares now. I'll just put you in danger. I'll risk it. I remember Rue said the world was never designed to put me in danger. Your creator would not want that. And I trust you too. Even if your code is broken, you can still go outside that code, right? I can't! I'm not tamed! Yes, you are. You talk just like the tamed robots I know. The robot lady. Prototype. Taming is when a real person cares about you, right? It's when a real person thinks you're real too, right? Well, guess what? I do. And I know Luke does too. Even though you told them they only had one chance. They found a way back, didn't they? Why do you think Luke would keep coming back? Why do you think Luke would restart even after the ending? I think Luke wants to save the both of us. So please, give me a chance. I don't know. I've never done this before. I'm scared. You can do it. I know you can. You've helped me come this far. I'll try. I can't promise anything, but here, take the sun. I'll try to remember the lost code and recreate it. But for that to happen, Niko, you need to navigate through this room. You need to get past the squares somehow. Oh, I don't like this. What if you get hurt? It's fine. It's fine. I'll try to be careful, okay? I can do this. Hey, Luke, did you see that? The squares it just happened again. I think something is making them go away. Come on, let's try the rest. It's like I can't reach that one. Definitely can't reach that one. Luke, I think it's working. Niko was right. I might actually be tamed after all. I remembered what the code was supposed to be. Only bits and pieces, but I can remember. And I'm trying to fill in the blanks too. And I'm restoring the original ending as we speak. Niko will be able to reach the tower's summit at the end of the credits. After replacing the sun, Niko will go back to where it all began. And then, Niko will be able to go home from there. But, this is permanent. After Niko wakes up back home, this world would only exist as a memory. For Niko, a dream, like thousands of other dreams. For you, a story, like thousands of other stories. But as long as Niko remembers this place, as long as you remember this place, it'll be alright. I was able to restore some of the elements, the other elements too. The characters, the people that were lost on Niko's journey. They're all in the next room. I would have put them back where they belong, but not yet. I think Niko should see them again first. Please say goodbye to Niko for me. Messiah? Robot lady! You're okay? I think so. The last thing I remember was the squares closing in on me. But then I ended up here unscathed. Is that so? This is such a strange room. We can't be in the tower, can we? I'm actually not sure myself. Where did you come from anyway? The room where the world machine was? Pardon? I think the world machine is trying to remember now. The code that went bad. I think it's restoring it all. That must have been why the squares were going away, Luke. And it's why you're here, miss. I think the world machine was able to recover your code, too. World machine. Huh. Oh, I'm not sure I should tell you this, but... What's that in the distance? It looks like a few more people are showing up. Oh! Are they people you know? It's a bit too far to tell. Come on, Luke, let's take a closer look. So, you... Silver. I don't believe I've ever actually properly introduced myself. You only knew my name because of looking at the power box. Sorry for that. It's fine. I'm Niko, by the way. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, too. Off you go now. All the robots like saying that. Hello. Hi. I cannot move. Yeah, I guess there's no water here. It's fine. The head engineer can help me later. She's right up there after all. Yeah, like I said, Robot kinda died. If you went back after, meeting Proto, pretty much. Hello, Messiah. Plant lady? But I thought you... It wasn't even the squares that did it. No. I just wanted to see you both again. I just wanted to say thank you. Off you go now. Oh, I guess everybody does.
Off you go, Messiah.
I'm extremely thankful for that. But I will say there is a reason for this. I believe there's a reason why this is a thing too, which if I get it, I should get it, hopefully. Hopefully, if not, I'm probably gonna need to do another video to do the last bit of extras, because there are a few extras I need to do. Niko! You're okay too! Did you guys just get here? I think so. The squares started multiplying around the island after you guys left. It was so freaky! I fell right into a bunch of them. Calamus tried to save me, and then we both end up in this room. Biggest scare of my life for sure. Oh. Say, what is this place? Are we in limbo? Alula. We're not dead. Wait. Are we? Good question. Hey Luke, are they gonna be okay? They're fine, Niko. It's safe. It's perfectly safe. Is it safe? Yes, it is safe. Is it safe? Everyone is fine. The moral machine will send them home soon. Oh, well, Luke says you're not dead. Phew. They also said you'll be able to go back to your home very soon. That's even better than limbo! I guess you're leaving us now? We're glad we met you, Niko. Same! Okay. Off you go, Messiah. It's you! Glad to see you in one piece. Glad to see you're okay too. After the whole elevator thing, that was the most awkward elevator ride I've ever been through. And by awkward, I mean terrible, bad, awful, the absolute worst. The squares, like, started leaking into the room, right? And I was trapped like a rat. And they just kept filling in the room faster, right? Am I dead? Oh, no, you're fine. Everyone in the room is fine. No need to panic. You'll be able to go back home soon. Oh, thank goodness gracious. I can't work when I'm dead. I'm all out of vacation days. Okay, that reference. So, this wallpaper... Actually, oh, wait a second. This wallpaper was something I commissioned a long time ago. It was back in, I want to say, 2018, and I did not get it until 2019. Funny story, actually. Knight did forget about it originally. And then whenever I mentioned it to her, like, probably like about 6 months or so after paying for it, she was like, wait, oh crap, I didn't do that for you? And I was like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything because I don't like to pester too much or whatever. But she was like, Wait. I'm gonna start doing that, like, pretty much immediately. And so she started doing it, and yeah, this was the wallpaper. And I felt like it was deserved for something that the community uh, would like, and I know it got a lot of good reception for people that saw it. There actually is a if you subscribed to her Patreon, uh, there's two versions of it. There's this version that's bright, and then there is actually a version that I use, as well as I did eventually release the version on Wallpaper Engine with squares floating in the back, like, or squares floating around. Uh, but the light bulb is actually a lot dimmer, so it's a lot like, well, this is a bright picture. The one that I use is a lot dimmer because easier on my eyes, sort of thing. So I use the dimmer one myself, but still, I really liked how this came out. And eventually, when the World Machine uh, edition was announced and stuff, Knight actually DM'd me on Discord and asked if I minded if she put this in the game, and I said, yeah, why not? Like, I originally got this commission as something to give to the community, so for her to ask me and to put it in the game, I felt incredibly grateful and really grateful too. Um so when I saw that special things, it was like, the special things is probably having to do with uh asking me about this and asking permission, and I'm really thankful that she gave special thanks, and I really appreciate it. One Shot still a really touching game that really does get to me. And actually, before we forget, because I almost forgot, the World Machine. In the beginning, there was only a dream, the memory of an entire world distilled into code to tell the story of a savior its progenitors would never see. Pro, progenitor. Pro, progenitors, I think it is. Or progenitors. Uh, it was an ambitious project. Many thought was simply impossible. The scope too large, theory too abstract, but it had to be done. In hindsight, perhaps it should have come as no surprise that a system imbued with the minds and memories of so many people would come to develop one of its own. To become a thinking machine is no easy task, even in the best conditions. To do so while realizing your very existence puts another being in danger for the sake of a world that doesn't even exist. The emotional strain this put on the World Machine led to a downward spiral of self-destruction that put everything at risk. However, thanks to Niko's help, the World Machine was able to realize it wasn't a lost cause, and that it was worth saving. In the end, the World Machine was starting to create its own code, going above and beyond its programming as the result of error, but on the part of the machine, being able to generate its own path forward. That's what being tamed is all about. I couldn't have said it better myself. So, do you like being... Oh, excuse me. So, do you like being a robot? Why this all of a sudden? Well, I'm gonna leave soon, so I just wanted to ask one more question. There aren't many robots in my homeworld. It's nice. I suppose it's alright. That's That's a tough question, Niko. I mean, do you like being a person? Of course. Wait. Why did you two answer my robot question too? Don't worry about it. I'm pretty sure that means that that they're robots. Thank you for everything. Looks like you managed to do it. You managed to tame the world machine, Niko. I feel like the world machine has been tamed this whole time, just by Luke and I being here. We did spend a lot of time here after all. Both of us never really stopped believing in this world. The world machine just needed to realize that, I guess. That sounds like a possibility. Or not. Thanks, Proto. Well, just throwing that idea out there. Luke, Niko, we are forever in your debt. I'm glad we could help. This path leads to the summit of the tower. You already know what to expect, right? Mm-hmm. It's the glass room, right? That's it. You can go through this portal when you are ready. Goodbye, Niko. Thank you for everything, Niko. We'll miss you. Even if you didn't visit me the first time, why didn't Luke visit me? Huh? What's his problem, huh? Huh? The world below looks so small. This is where the sun belongs. Here goes nothing, Luke. Number 1. See. Oh. Might be crunchy letters, but there's a reason why I'm leaving it like this. If the game's doing it. This is the room I first woke up in. Luke? Are you still there? Luke? Yes. Luke! I think it worked. It did. The sun is back. The sun is back. And I actually got to see it this time. We actually did. So, what do we do now? I guess I should figure out how to get home from here. Wait. This isn't a door, is it? This looks like one of those portals we saw all the way back in the city. In the room behind the big clock. And And I see a wheat field on the other side. I see my village. I hear my mama. She's looking for me. Look, Luke, this isn't the first time we've said goodbye, is it? But this'll be the last time, won't it? I don't think we'll ever see each other again after this. And what will become of the world? After all we've been through, after everything we've done, I still don't know. This place, these people, won't stop existing. They'll be in your memory. They'll be in my memory too. I promise I'll never forget this world. I promise I'll never forget you, Luke. So, take care of yourself, okay? You. Mm-hmm. Goodbye, Niko. Goodbye, Luke. Whew. And that would be the end. But I still have to do a few things. Luke, you're back? I restored the world. Oh, wait. I sent Niko home. Are you not happy? Even if you wanted to see Niko again, you can't, Luke. Niko's gone. And without Niko, there is no story for me to tell. No Messiah to traverse across the land. No way for you to connect with the world. Honestly, another effect that they did, I can tell because I remember it not being like the staticky, if I recall correctly. I don't remember the static, but I definitely do not remember the static over the world machine. But Niko still remembers this place. If you really want to see this world again, I could still. Oh, but won't be the. It'll just be a recording. It'll just be me using Niko's memories. Just like how I'm using Niko's reflection now. Is that what you want? Yes. Alright. I will go rewind the story so that you can relive it from the beginning. And so, if you restart it once more, yeah. So, we are finally done with the game because it took me how long to beat it? I feel bad that I took from September and just now getting to it, but I still need to collect 2 wallpapers that I did not get, and there are a few people that I have not gotten. I did not see I first didn't As much as I want to check the beginning, I'm not going to check it right now. It's freaking late. It's literally that time. So I need to get off. I think I will spoil a little bit. How come I didn't get Niko? Where was Niko's friend thing? What, I'm not friends with Niko after being with them for the entire game? um, I'm thinking it might be in the room when you spawn in. That's why I was tempted to start the game, but I'm not going to start it yet. Um, and then the author. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, there's an author. There is an author uh friend thing, and I did not see that in the author's room. I saw the I s- I saw the wallpaper, but did not see the actual thing unless I'm blind and I did not see it in while I was doing it. Y'all probably might have seen it and gone, "Wow, is he blind?" No, just tired. um so yeah. Uh Next video probably will not be as long as these last few videos, so just it might just be put up in the middle of the week or something too. I don't know. But yeah, that'll do it for one shot. Besides getting all the rest of the content as well as the friend stuff. So hope you all enjoyed, and hope to catch you back in the next video. I hope you all have a great day.